What is up, YouTube? It's your boy RikuTheBest, better than the rest, aka the Dark Knight. You're all my Dark Knights. You watch my content, you're a Dark Knight. If you don't like my content, you're racist. Ha! Coming at you with a discussion video for Dragonballz Dokkan Battle, Japanese version. So if you guys haven't noticed yet, Gogeta has been announced, as well as Janemba. So we're thinking, oh, these guys are going to be leaders or rainbow leaders. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Alright, so what I'm thinking is, you have, let's go through the super type leaders that we have so far. We have super AGL already, Vegeta. You have super strength already, Goku. You have super tech right now, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. But the only two super, 120% leads, keep in mind. Those three are 120% leads. You have intellect Gohan, but he's the 90% lead because he's an LR card. I guess they try to balance it out, give him a lower multiplier, but making him LR. So, we're not counting him. So we have two other typings that don't have 120% super lead. Intellect and physical. They're missing 120% super leads. So I'm thinking either Gogeta could be intellect or Gogeta could be physical. Gogeta, if he were to become physical, he has units. He has the Z Sword Gohan, the most recent one that came off the Boo. He has Great Saiyan Man. He has Pan to buff up the team. I actually wrote it down. He has physical tanks. He has Vegito Blue. He has Bardock to steal super attacks. You know, Vegeta have a squad. Not Vegeta. Gogeta will have a squad, man, if he were to become physical. So that wouldn't be bad at all. If he were to become intellect, however, he has LR Gohan, LR Piccolo, Int Vegeta, Int Trunks, Ultimate Gohan, Pendel to buff up the squad. Like, intellect, he will have a squad if he's intellect. Only problem with intellect is most of those units have, well, units kind of fuse fighters and shock and speed. That's one thing the older Gogeta does not have, shock and speed. So he so happens to become intellect, they have to change the man from over in the flash to shock and speed, or give them both. And well, there'll be a lot of key links though. No attack link, like no percentage attack buff link. So I mean, if he were to keep his original links as his strength counterpart, I would say he's more likely to become a physical lead because he would need a shock and speed to kind of fit in with the intellect portion of the squad or the meta right now. Janemba, the only extreme type 120% leads that they have now is physical, cooler. You have AGL, Super 17, and you have, who's the other 120% lead? Kid Buu, who just came out, intellect. So that means there's no 120% extreme type leader for strength or tech. That's who we're missing. If Janemba were to become tech, he has a squad. He'd actually be pretty decent. If anything like the previous Janemba with shock and speed and fear and faith, which is amazing links for villains. He will have Merge Zamasu, who has fear and faith. Golden Frieza, shock and speed. I'm actually looking at it now. Janembu, who also has the same links as him because he's literally the same but fused the Buu. Nova Shinra, who has shock and speed and GT, which is kind of relevant if it goes like this. And other units, you know, Mass Saiyan, that's one of the main units. He has prepared for battle though. That one might be a little tricky because Mass Saiyan, I think, yeah, his only key link is prepare for battle. That one would definitely be tricky. So you probably need some type of key supporter for extreme tech villain. Yeah. So that's if he were to become tech. If he were to become strength typing, he has Omega Shenron. He has, I'm looking at it right now. He has LR Frieza. He has Cell, Zamasu, and maybe some other strength units. Probably won't be as good as Gogeta because of all the key links that he have. But he can still work. You know, he can still work if he were to become tech or strength. What's the tech or strength? Yeah, tech or strength. So either way, he'll be mixed in with a decent team. But like, I'll look at it like this. Someone brought this up on Twitter as well too. I don't remember who it was. Goku Black and Super Vegito. Keep in mind, Goku Black was physical, right? Super Vegito, AGL. Now watch this. Rose Goku, AGL, right? Vegito Blue, physical, right? You see how the typing reversed for those two? You see how the typing reversed? So Goku Black went from physical to AGL, Super Vegeta went from AGL to physical. So that kind of could work with how the older Gogeta and Janemba is, because Gogeta previously strength, Janemba previously intellect. The newer Gogeta could be intellect, the newer Janemba could be strength. Goes from intellect to strength, strength to intellect. Hey, that's a good idea. That'd be pretty cool, but the links will be weird for Gogeta because, like I said, he doesn't have shocking speed. Intellect runs a lot of shocking speed. That's their main key link. Even in villains, you know, Buhan, you have Ai Shinran, you have, you know, was it most of the villains that had shocking speed? But intellect in general runs a lot of shocking speed. So unless Gogeta somehow adapts that key link and gets rid of Over in the Flash or gets rid of Prepare for Battle, he would link kind of iffy, you know. So that's what I would think as far as Janemba and Gogeta, as far as typings and who they would be paired up with if they were to become that type. People were thinking that Gogeta could also replace Vegeta Blue as a Rainbow Hero lead. I mean, it's possible, but I mean, I'm not seeing it. Well, he was originally a Rainbow lead to begin with, you know, when he first came out. And people were thinking Janemba may as well be a villain lead along with Rose Goku to replace him. I mean, they have been out a while, you know, I guess, but and we'll see what happens. But to end it off, that's what I think for those characters, but I have something else to talk about as well. The events from this point on, after Gogeta and Janemba come out from this point on, I was thinking that they could implement the potential system with the enemy boss. What I mean by that is, you have the potential system, of course, for all the characters that you use, and they have the chance to use the abilities out of that as well. So they have a chance to crit, they have a chance to get an additional attack, they have a chance to dodge. So you were to do a super attack with one of your units, they casually dodge. Okay, 2 turns later, they use a super attack, you use a King Yama, they get a critical hit, they bypass the King Yama. Pretty much what I'm saying is they could make it harder by giving them potential abilities, you know, the abilities out the potential system to make it more challenging, because me and D-Free or Donnie, we've beaten the Intellect Kid Buu with a tech team, you know. It's supposed to be hard, but it really wasn't. We destroyed Kid Buu with a tech team. My point is, it's not going to be as challenging if you get like the best squad in the game. You already know us Dokkan tubers kind of have to do that. But that's what I'm getting at. Make it a little bit harder. I mean, if they do that, it's going to be challenging for the people who don't really put as much money into the game. So, I mean, that can be like a double-edged sword. But don't give them the same RNG as you know, as they normally give us. As in, increase the RNG for the AI. As in, give them like a critical hit once per playthrough of that boss run. Or a critical hit or a dodge every other 3 turns or something. Don't make it as often as our abilities. That would be broken. I would be done. I would be done playing this game. But yeah, that's what I think about this whole thing. Typing for Gogeta and Janemba and the possible teams that it could work for each type, and a possible just a better way to strengthen the Dokkan bosses and make it more challenging for everybody. Because we're running through them right now. Hey guys, watching. Comment in the comment box below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and peace.